Alright guys, anyways, I had to go back with another video.
Knife!
You ain't that.
A little something different today.
We're also sober.
Yeah.
It's weird. Look at that box.
So, this is the Boker. So it's the Boker Desert Warrior Kalashnikov Dagger. So, first cool ass thing. I mean, the packaging is not the best. It's a box. But it's shaped like an AK magazine. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
It is the OD green with the, like, copper. I think they call it copper. Yeah. Copper blade with olive green. It is D2. Deep pocket clip. Look at that pocket clip. That's like a
Damn.
perfect...
Oh, it's got like ridges.
Yeah. One big thing is...
Woo!
Let's see.
So, this is our first Boker and our first switchblade.
It says it's the automatic Kalashnikov. If that locking mechanism can hold up and spring or whatever...
This is for science today. Because
look
we
at the
need
screw.
to know. What does that say? I know the bottom says Kalashnikov. The top says...
I think it's a stamp from a Kalashnikov. Either way, though, that being on the screw, that's
It's
pretty
got
badass.
fine detail.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I'm almost wondering if it's like a showpiece.
Let's hope not.
So, I guess the quick story behind why I got this is if you guys have all seen the donut knife made by Boker, automatic. It's like
It's a blue blade, pink
What-
handle with sprinkles, but
what-
that's what I'm saying. It's the desert warrior, or desert camo instead of desert
Oh, is it?
camo. Yeah. So a lot of people call it the donut knife, but I think that's what its real name is.
all right. Anyway, I think we've been on a waiting list for one of those since we started the
Fourth
channel.
time we missed it.
And we keep missing them because they sell out so quick. So I got pissed off and I went around searching to see if I could find one. And then this was the same knife, just not in the donut. So I figured in my head, once we do get the donut, we're not going to want to bust it up.
Yeah.
Whether it's a good knife
that's
or not,
true.
that's a showpiece.
That is.
So let's bust this one up. And then just put the donut one in the
Because
box.
I'm going to be honest, we always do predictions. I have no idea what this is going to do. Oh.
It's wiggly.
But the feel, fantastic. Like, the handle, I mean, everything you did with the divots, the rivets, the scales, all of it, it feels great. But my concern is... when it pops out, it doesn't feel solid.
Yeah, my prediction is it's going to break.
I think we're going to get EDC stamped, but I think we're going to fall apart at the torture test.
Yeah, oh, yeah. There's a little wiggle in there already. And this is nothing to do with Boker. Like, by any means. We can't judge Boker off of this. Like, this is a totally different category.
We still keep getting those comments about, well, you're beating the hell out of the knife. That's the point.
Yep.
Okay, not that.
Sure.
Still leaving some behind. I'm starting to get skin on the blade rather than hair. It roughed me up. It made it all red. You try to go fast. Ooh.
All right, guys. So that's another episode.
See you next time.
Was this ship not sharp? So, like,
Is this a movie blade?
it doesn't cut. Not a joke, look. It's actually better than the paper.
That actually did pretty well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ow, ow, ow.
Rope burn?
Yeah.
Straw.
No, it wasn't a rope burn. It was like the fibers that stuck on my finger. Oh, I'm talking.
Wow. Basically mashed it.
Yeah, it's a sharpened butter knife.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
I'm not even halfway, dude.
It's not, yeah, that's not even a cut.
I'm out of
You're
breath.
sweating, yeah. Holy shit.
No.
We don't gotta worry about sharpness, I just gotta worry about brute force.
Oh.
1, 2. 2. Hey! 2. 2.
Oh, that would hit me now.
It did make it through. Looking at the paint job.
Oh, it's gone.
Taking some of it off already. Perfect little.
You mean that's not real copper?
You're making the wood shiny.
Copper.
Wow. That's a fail.
Here. Like this has been shaped, so we know it's shaped.
Damn, yo.
Oh yeah, the clear coat came off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I beat it. It's exactly a 1/4 of an inch, just flattening it out. That's under a 1/4 of an inch. That's under, like, just under, but it's under.
Just like the donut. You're not supposed to cut with the donut, you know?
This makes me glad we didn't do it with the donut, though, because I feel like we're gonna break this.
Well, the thing about it is like, as far as EDC carry, like, if you're just looking to, like, get into a box, you know, it'll do that.
It'll do it, yeah.
And realistically, and everyone says this about the Spyderco and all that other shit, is that's kind of what, you know, a knife is meant to do. And I agree, but we just want to see what the hell else it could do being tortured.
That took forever.
Yeah, and I think it just kind of opened because of stress. Like, there's no cuts.
Oh, I saw you have to pop it at one point.
Yeah, there's not, like, real cuts. It didn't make it through it the first time.
I know. But now I just want to
Imagine now it's like...
it sharpens it up.
It folds paper.
Yeah, it folds paper real well.
You said it goes straight down. It didn't even cut. Hold one end.
Oh.
Dude, this thing looks like a penny that's been left in the sewer.
We have beat the living hell out of that. Oh, that didn't work. Good on the switchblade.
But look, it didn't go deep like most
It did
times
not.
do.
Well, because it's not sharp.
It is D2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they had sharpened it out of the box, I think it would be an actual reputable knife. It cut like the others, but you could see on that very first one, this whole thing went like
Oh, yeah.
it yanked down on the whole thing. I thought it was gonna pull the ceiling down. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. If I end up cutting it out, I'll repeat it. I don't want this to be our opinion of Boker. I
No.
think it's just one of those things where this is really a knife that's meant to be sharpened out of the box right away. This is not coming from the factory sharp. I will say, though, being our first switchblade, after it failed in certain categories, I thought 100% this was going to die out on the batoning or even on the tip test. But it did survive both of those, which I feel, even though it doesn't get a stamp, it should be admired for having a switchblade and surviving.
It needs to be tightened up. Like, full disclosure, I bought 2 of these because we obviously one up and I want one for my collection, you know. I wanted a nice clean one, you know, kind of like our first switchblade, really. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take mine and throw it right on the work sharp and put a real good edge on it. I like it. I think it serves its purpose.
I like the feel. I like the weight. I like the size. It's just when it comes to our tests, it doesn't meet any requirements.
And again, I know Boker makes good shit, so we're not going to say anything bad about them right now. It's just more or less like we had to go for the vanity blade because we thought it was cool.
And because we know it is modeled after the donut knife.
Big thing I'm going to say is it's D2.
Therefore, the damage is actually minimal.
Very minimal. There you go.
So had this been sharp, we would have been in good shape.
Yeah.
Because look at this. This is, the burrs are minimal.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, you could see every
Piece of damage we did, but not to the blade, only to the paint job.
Yeah, it's D2. Like, we can't forget like how solid that steel is. And honestly, I'm more impressed that the locking, the switchblade, or the assisted part, or anything along those lines didn't give out. That's what I was worried about. And those all held up. So
It makes me curious to get another Boker, because
absolutely,
if the next Boker is also not very sharp, then we know for sure it's a quality knife. It just needs to be sharpened.
get a non-switchblade. I mean, like I said, I don't know. Like, you know, they're obviously illegal to carry in certain states, so maybe they leave them dull to a certain point. I mean, it didn't say anything on the website or or anything like that. So I didn't really think about it, you know. It's pretty clear. It doesn't get the stamps. This kind of gets like a question mark because we're going to come back to it eventually.
Yeah, I'm still going to carry it. I'm going
Yeah.
to swap out with the Griptilian, mini Griptilian, and we shall see. Does feel nice though with that pocket clip.
I mean, like you said, pros and cons. It's a good knife. It needs an edge, and I think it would have flew through a lot of those tests.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
if
But as it stands, our rule is out of the box, so we're just not going to give it any stamps for that reason.
yeah,
But I'm sure we'll get hate, even though we're saying it doesn't mean anything for the company.
I would just take every blade that we've ever said over the ones that we've done, and said like, oh, if it just had a better edge, and run an edge on all of them one night, and then just do one video of through paper, just paper only.
Right,
You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
Just the show.
All the knives.
But it's I mean, if it does, it doesn't fail, but it doesn't pass.
That's what I mean. Saying it doesn't get a stamp does not necessarily mean it's
Yeah.
a shitty blade. Like,
And
that's
you guys
the
know
biggest.
we say it's a blade if it is.
Yeah, we would have no problem saying it if that were the case. We're
Yeah.
not saying it in this case. This is a nice blade.
Guys, like, subscribe,
Follow us on Instagram. Hit the bell.
check out our new Amazon storefront.
It's getting a little fuller now. I took some time, added a few more items.
Yeah, we set it up with a link tree and all, so I mean it's pretty cool. Other than that, guys, New Age Tactical.
Over and out.